Well, Jim, congratulations. How proud of the players are you tonight?
No, well, I think we've used every superlative over the last 3 months. Really proud of them. Brilliant set of fans. Lads worked really hard. Really proud of the professionalism of players who were left out tonight and players who came in. It's tough for them. I think they're starting to believe in what we're trying to do in terms of changing it, but it's still very hard for a player to be involved in beating Spennymoor and then not even playing or not even on the bench. So great credit to them. Really great bunch of professionals. I said it before publicly that it's as good as a group of professionals as I've worked with, and that includes in the Championship and the SPL.
You were dogged in the first half, determined, quite defensive, kept them at bay. Second half, I don't know, you just came out and you were ruthless, clinical in front of goal. There seemed to be a real game plan about that one tonight.
No, I have to give credit to Boston. The reason we were defensive and dogged was because they really put us on the back foot. You could see the threat. I think we got sucked into some poor bits that we needed to correct, which I think we did second half.
Yeah.
I won't go into the details of them, but I think we became more resilient. Stop letting them get behind us and getting for example, a throw-in to get another throw-in to get a set play, and I think that made a difference in terms of keeping them at bay. And the lads just needed to keep working the shape. We talked at half-time about how we're going to get up the pitch and having a bit more bravery, a bit more confidence, and really just waiting for the game to settle down where we could have that extra touch or we could get that little bit of a break. And when the breaks came, we certainly took them.
Tell us about the thinking tonight going into this game. There's always this mantra of never change a winning side, and you made 6 changes tonight. What were you thinking about?
Dave will tell you on the bus we were just talking of, and we weren't. It's very hard because any permutation. I'm sure that every fan in the ground would have had a different best 11, and I think at the moment we've got a great 18, and I could play any 11 of them. And still get a really good performance, whether that be against Spennymoor or Boston tonight. And we've noticed that some lads are starting to strain under the amount of games. Sam Walker, for example, has been involved in every game and has been awesome in all those games. So if we can get Paul in to give him a break, if we can get Dan in to give Sam a break, Daz, Jake, Elliot, Wolby. But they're an incredible bunch of lads because they accept the decision of that team, and like I said, it's not they just make it work. Whatever team I put out and make it look a result. But when you look at your bench and you think, well, you can put him on and you can put him on, and I thought the same. Although we lost, it was disappointing to lose Ash, and I thought the subs that came on added to us and kept the tempo high, and it was great for Elliot to get a goal and then Sam to get back into the midfield, and Keighren dropped in. So there was quite a few challenges second half. I thought it was a soft penalty, very soft, and it kind of. That was always going to challenge our character and our professionalism, and we rolled it out, and it was brilliant to go down the other end and really not finish the game off, but really take a lot of energy out of Boston.
It was interesting because it went to 2-1, and they seemed to, lose a little bit of discipline. They were throwing bodies forward, and you seemed to capitalise on that yourselves.
Yeah, well, again, I don't know what they were. They have to take some chances. Yeah. I thought they were quite measured in what they did. They probed and they prodded. We always felt, looking at the stats for them, that they're a strong side, but we trusted our own levels of fitness. We felt that as the game went on, that we'd probably shade the balance of the game. And perhaps that little bit of spark and energy that we had late on, especially from the subs, and Daz and Frank, really delighted for them because they had a really tough night chasing, harrying and not getting an awful lot of change, and weren't able to show their quality, so it was great for them to get goals. But yeah, I don't know if they lost their discipline, but they had to take a chance of winning the game where they are in the league. We felt that they would probably at least try and win the game, which they haven't always when we played them. But they had a good goal, and they'll be disappointed that they've, based upon their overall performance, that they didn't get something out of the game.
How is Ash Palmer? You mentioned it earlier.
I don't know. It's a bang. We'll have to get the game ready on it. It's obviously a really sore one because Ash wouldn't have withdrawn himself, but he was struggling to run it off, and we didn't want to be playing for too long of a game for 10 men. And with Sam Walker there available, we dropped Keighren in, and we looked okay for that change. It did cause us a problem on set plays because I'm not sure the lad's name, the lad with the bandages, they isolated him on Sam Walker, and that caused us a few problems. So, but we tried to correct that as quickly as we could. But you know, it's the only worry. And then you've got the fatigue element, because at the moment the lads are, you know, I always say these sort of games where you come off and you ask them how they're feeling emotionally, they're over the moon, buzzing, and you ask them how they're feeling physically, and they're absolutely shattered. And you know, I always say you don't get one feeling without the other. Unless you put in a massive shift, you don't get that feeling. So we're going to have a lot of tired lads. They're going to have a late night. So you know, we've all got work tomorrow. I just hope that we can dust ourselves down, prepare really well on Thursday, and just keep this run going at Brackley.
And what's the feeling like for you? And I know how much you appreciate the supporters tonight, but you are top of the league.
No, it's brilliant for everybody involved. You know, we had our doubts at the start of the season, and I was a little bit disappointed and frustrated that we weren't showing our qualities. I just think that, but I always trusted that this group would grow, individuals would grow. It's been some fantastic seasons. I mean, at the end of the year, when we come to pick a player of the year, it's going to be so difficult because there's been so many standout players this year. But when I came out tonight, I know it was a tough journey, but to see the flags and the fans, it was brilliant. You know, I mean, I think remember AD Boothwaite comment about the county fans at Watford and said it was like the San Siro. So it certainly gave a little atmospheric edge to the game tonight, and that was brilliant for them in the end to see like us score 3 goals at that end, and they're going home really happy, and that's all we want to do is just make all of our fans happy.
It's a great result as well, particularly that tough trip to Brackley to come at the weekend.
Yeah, they're all tough games, you know. Maidstone away and Spennymoor at home, and then Southport on a Tuesday night. You know, Telford. You know, it's been a really tough run of results, and I just can't commend the lads highly enough. You know, we've got ourselves in a good position now where it's in our own hands. You know, we just got to go to Brackley, be as professional as we can, work as hard as we can, and try and come out with a really positive result. And if we do that, then we know we'll have the confidence then that as we go into the season. But there's a lot of football to be played, and there's a lot to be earned from this year, and we're really determined to make sure that we come out this season with some success.
And you're so hard to beat now. You've actually equalled an 82-year-old record, a record back to 1937, the 16 unbeaten league games. Well,
it's brilliant. Credit to them. I mean, I remember when we broke the Football League record with that team, and I think before we started that run of 9 wins with 9 clean sheets, we conceded 8 in the 2 games before, and can't blame that all on James Spencer. But like we just knew that there was just 1 or 2 aspects we needed to improve, 1 or 2 players that needed to come in, and we've done that this year. And every time we've added a player or we've added something, the lads are taking it aboard and really bought into what we're doing. And, you know, the record breakers because of the work and the quality they've shown over a long period of time. So I'm really proud of them. Like, you know, we have been a long time involved with the club, and I'm really proud of the club and what we're achieving at the moment, because there's a lot of people happy and a lot of people proud of where we are and where we're going.
We all are. You're top of the league. Well done.
Thanks so much.